Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Out Loud, your girl, Claudia Jordan, and happy Thursday. And welcome to one of my favorite editions of the show. I'm talking about Quarantine Connection, the Spring Bling Connection. Look at that. We got graphics. We so fancy. Now, the weather is warmer and restrictions are being relaxed. So that makes it a perfect time to make a new love connection. Tonight, we're switching things up a bit. We're helping a lovely young woman put three handsome men to the test and decide which one is deserving of her heart. All right, please welcome radio personality, social media influencer, relationship guru, and friend of the show, Kendra G. And welcome, you're looking beautiful, and the beautiful sister looking for love, Britney Nicholson. Thank you for being here.
Hi guys.
Britney, how are you looking for love? You're so pretty. I know that's probably a dumb thing to say,
it just happens.
It happens. It's a damn shame.
It's always more difficult the prettier you are sometimes, Claudia. Love is hard to find these days.
It is so hard. So we're just too pretty, right? That's just what's going on. We're just too pretty.
I think everyone's having a hard time, honestly. And everyone's beautiful in their own right. But, love is a difficult thing to find these days.
This is true. Okay, Britney, let's get into your life. We're going to help you, Kendra and myself. We're going to help you find somebody. Okay, so tell us about yourself, where you're from, what do you do?
Okay, so my name is Britney. I am from upstate New York. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 33 years old. I don't have any kids. I'm looking for love. I do a few different things. I have a food blog. I'm a food blogger, eating_anonymous. And by day, I'm an executive assistant. And I also have a juice business. Health is wealth.
Oh, okay. So tell us about your some details about your last relationship. Like, what happened?
So basically, my last relationship started off like great. And, as time progressed, we both had different interests. It just didn't work out. And, I wish him the best.
Look at him trying to come back, seeing you on TV.
Yeah, he's trying to call you right now.
Listen, I don't know what happened.
He sees you on the show, girl. He's trying to get you before somebody else gets you.
He want that old thing back. So was it his fault or was it your fault that the relationship ended? I want to know that.
I'm both hand in hand, just we both had different interests, so it just didn't end up working out. It just wasn't gonna work. So it just had to stop.
What would if we had go ahead, Kendra?
I was gonna say, Britney, you are so pretty. What are some things that are important to you in a relationship?
Loyalty, respect, honesty. Those are like the three things that I go by, and
we gotta be fine. Do we gotta be fine? Do looks matter?
Looks matter a little bit. I gotta look at you and be like, oh, that's my type of vibes.
So what else? What about finances? What you looking for? Like, does he have to be wealthy?
He doesn't have to be wealthy. I'm over the wealthy stage. That was a stage in my life where you like, I want a man with money. I'm over that stage. He just has to be ambitious and, just goal-oriented, family-oriented, and just knows what he wants.
Now, Kendra, I know you can co-sign this with me. You got to be careful when you ask for ambition, because what if you get a struggle rapper in his 40s?
We don't want no rapper.
Okay, yeah. Now here's the deal. If you ain't making it in the rap game by 40, it's a rap. Literally, it's a rap if you ain't make it in the rap game by 40. Hell no, because Drake is almost 40. He's considered to be an old school rapper at these times. You got to be young in the rap game. So no, we're not going to do that one, Claudia. No, he can't have.
I'm just saying, I want women to be careful when they say potential or worker or ambitious, because what you doing now?
Yeah.
We need a little something going. Okay, so all right. So what's been your biggest challenge in relationships and trying to find someone like we both said, you're a beautiful woman, you got it going on, you got things going on, you seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. What's been one of the biggest challenges to finding that guy and keeping that guy?
It was always trust issues.
Okay.
Because I usually sometimes you meet somebody that's lives long distance and you're trying to have a long distance relationship, or if you have someone here and then they always, you're talking to a lot of men, or I bet your DMs are blowing up. So it's like that trust issue thing. It's just like, can we just get past that, please?
Right.
Okay, so that's your main issue. So would that be an obstacle in your past that kind of prevents you from kind of?
An obstacle in my past was trust issues.
Okay.
Brittany, are you ready for marriage? I know you say you're 33. Are you trying to find someone that you can have a life partnership with that could be eventually your husband and also the father to your children? Do you want kids?
Of course, I just want one kid. I'm an only child, and I definitely just want to have one child and then be able to, so it just be a better lifestyle where you just have one kid, husband, house. I have that, ideal dream in my head, but I'm 33, so I'm getting a little old.
Now, are you only going to stay in Atlanta? Are you open to relocating for love?
No, I'm open to relocating, definitely.
Okay.
We have some YouTube comments for you so far, ladies. Okay, Mark says, damn, all these ladies looking good. Kim says, I'm loving the yellow outfit, Kendra.
Thank you, girl.
James Hudson says, all these ladies are looking lovely. And someone else said, it's Britney high maintenance. And CDT says, Brit, we don't want you dating no broke N-word.
Me either, but I don't consider myself high maintenance. Just a little moderation, just a little bit.
What? Well, first of all, if you admitted to a little bit, that probably means a lot.
It's not. I get dressed. How long does it take you to get dressed, Claudia?
15 minutes, everything from hair, clipping in the hair, drawing on these horrible eyebrows, and I'm real tomboyish with it.
What about you, Kendra?
Look, I live that wig life, so I'm with Claudia. I can really get dressed in 25 minutes, put the wig on, do my makeup, lashes already in. So yeah, I'm a good 25-minute girl too.
See, I'm a good half an hour, but that doesn't take a long time.
But I'm sorry if I can interject. I think the high maintenance question was more like lifestyle. Do you have to live a certain way, eat at certain restaurants? Do you like expensive clothes? I think that's what they meant by high maintenance.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm a food blogger. So I go to high-end restaurants, mom and pop restaurants. It doesn't really matter because I like to try different things. When people say high maintenance, I'm kind of chill most of the time. A lot of the times, me considering high maintenance, I like my nails done, my feet done, my hair done. I think that all is upkeep. I think that's important to have upkeep, and you have to present yourself a certain way and you have to look a certain way if you want to go to certain places. So
there's nothing wrong with that. And I hope you don't feel like you have to apologize for that, because there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So
listen, pay for it, okay?
Kendra G, you've got a DJ gig, a clothing line, and you give love advice to followers on your Singles on Instagram Live show. Yes. So let's, you've got some pretty famous fans. Let's check this out.
So much, Kendra, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to help these people find some love, because my stuff.
K Michelle.
K Michelle. I love K Michelle. I've known K Michelle since the beginning of her career, before she was on Love and Hip Hop. So we have a very long history relationship. I adore her. Like you said, I'm primarily a radio personality in Chicago, but during COVID and quarantine last year, I created a show called Singles on Instagram Live on Friday and Saturday nights, where people who are looking for love come on my platform and they pretty much shoot their shot. They say what they're looking for. And if you like this person, you can DM them on the spot. And I'm so proud to say a guy came on last year in May, and a girl came on. They are engaged. She's pregnant, and she's actually due in May. So it's so crazy. He came on in May, and their daughter is due this May, and they're getting married in November. Yes.
Good job.
Yes. And it's just, yes, Claudia.
I'm saying, no, he met a girl, knocked her up, got to the raw dog phase, and got a whole baby on the way within 3 months. Like, do the math.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Luckily, it's gonna end in marriage. Luckily, it's gonna end in marriage. But yeah, it was just like, I felt like with COVID, see, a lot of times when you're single, you can function with your girlfriends, right? You can go out on dates and pass time. But when quarantine happened and everything was shut down, we didn't know what to do. Single became real. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm really lonely. And I think people started to realize, okay, having a special someone is more important than being by themselves. So that's how I created the show. And it's so entertaining.
So Kendra, what are some mistakes that you think people make in the beginning stages of a relationship with a potential mate?
Women want the perfect guy. They want him to have a lot of money. They want him to look great, have no kids, be a sweetheart. They really want the Russell Wilson, right? And we all know Russell Wilson is he's a great guy, but everyone wants Russell Wilson, right? And let's not forget he is with Sierra now. I was like, people want Jay-Z, he is with Beyonce. So are you Beyonce? Are you Sierra? So I think women have to be a little bit more realistic and be willing to work with a guy and a guy that's really on your level. Now, yes, there are some women that I feel like, you know, we're living in this stage of the sweeties, right? But Sweeties Quavo, she was talking all about the money. And I always like to use Cassie as an example, right? Cassie was with Diddy, one of the richest men in the planet, and left him for a trainer because he realized that money is not really going to make you happy. You want somebody that you have a partnership with. Someone, if you lost it all, they will have your back. When you paralyzed, they're going to clean your butt. You know, like that's what I feel women should be focusing on. But we also got to find men who are ready because I hate to say it, the odds are in the guys' favors. You know, right now, the guys have so many options. And look, we're all in different cities. You know, the world has become smaller via social media. So the guy that before grew up, he had to date within a city. Now, because of social media, he could date a girl in New York, but live in Atlanta, or could date a girl in Arizona. So you got to find a guy who's ready for what you are ready for.
Okay, good advice. And one more thing, how do we get rid of our relationship baggage? Because a lot of people have that baggage and it won't let them go forward.
You know, it's you know, everybody has their own, you know, like you said, baggage. It's not easy. I would say be gentle with yourself. And also, listen, if you got to talk to someone like a professional person, like a therapist, go ahead and do that. You know, I know people that went to therapy and it really, really did help them. I know a lot of times we use our girlfriends as therapists, and there's nothing wrong with that too. But sometimes you got to see a professional person. And then also give yourself time. If you go through a breakup, maybe give yourself that grace period to see the role you played, because we all play a role in this, right? You chose him. If he cheated on you, why'd you choose the guy that cheated on you? I used to be the girl. I realized I was dating men that were always not available. And I was like, I keep dating this. He's a different name, but it's the same guy. And I'm like, why do I keep dating the same guy? And I had to check myself. So sometimes we do got to find the problems that we are also, well, the role we're playing in these relationships.
And I totally agree. I think that's the most important first step to be able to self-evaluate. A lot of times, you know, we all have our friends or maybe ourselves doing the same thing. It's like Groundhog Day. They meet a new guy, but it's the same exact scenario. But they lack the ability of saying, you know what, I'm getting with the same type of dude over and over and over again. So, all right, lots of great advice. We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, our 3 soulmates, we're going to put them through the test and see if they're worthy and see if there's a love connection. We'll be back with more Out Loud. Don't go away. Welcome back to Out Loud with your girl, Claudia Jordan. Now, if you want to see more FOXSOUL content, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you hit that notification bell to get all the best updates on new videos and live shows. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and tell us how you really feel in the comments. But okay, right now, it's our Quarantine Connection Spring Bling edition. It's time to meet our soulmates who've been waiting so patiently. Please welcome Clint Fields, Jason Megan, and Nace. Fellas, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Okay, wait, we got muscles, we got shirts over showing chesticles. Okay, we got a little eye candy in the house. Brittany, we checked out their social media pages, and these guys are killing the gram. So you have some good choices tonight. All right.
Ooh,
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Hold on. Wait. Keep that up there real quick. This is just for research purposes, so I can just do a better job of my show.
I didn't see that.
They put the strong glasses.
That's a good looking test.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right, Brittany, take it away.
Okay. So soulmate number 1. What are you looking for in a relationship?
I guess I'm soulmate number 1.
Clint.
So
You're first.
We got distracted. I'm sorry.
No, y'all good. Y'all good. So, I mean, pretty much what I'm looking for in a relationship is pretty much somebody that, you know, that we can, you know, laugh at each other's humor. You know, we loyal to each other. Pretty much become my best friend before, you know, you are my girl type stuff. I mean, I feel like a friendship comes before a relationship. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for.
Okay, soulmate number 2, same question.
I'm looking for somebody that I could build with, power couple, get into the bag, somebody that I could be best friends with, and also somebody that I see myself being with long term.
Okay, okay. All right, soulmate number 3, same question.
I like a woman that's loyal. Loyalty is really big for me. Goal orientated, and just like to have fun.
Okay, okay. Okay, so for another question, soulmate number 1, how do you communicate in your relationships?
My communication is mostly verbal. I like communication, that's how pretty much a relationship works. I mean, you want to, conversate back and forth on your needs, your wants, all that. So it's pretty much, that's how I communicate is verbally.
Okay, so soulmate number 2, same question.
I'm very straightforward.
Well, never.
I communicate when it comes to my relationship. So if anything comes about, I address it straight ahead. And that's when it comes to communicating, I'm very big on communication.
Okay. Communication is the number 1 anyway.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Agreed.
You can't communicate.
Soulmate number 3, same question.
Yeah, communication is a very big thing for me as far as the relationship is concerned. It's why a lot of relationships fail, because it's the lack of communication. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, so soulmate number 2. Do you lean more towards traditional gender roles, or do you prefer equal partnership roles?
In terms of what? Exactly. Be more specific.
Bossy.
I know, he
Hey.
said be more
Yeah, I'm assertive.
specific.
Yes.
Do this.
Okay, so in terms of, so this was something that came up on social media the other day, was paying rents. Do we do half and half, or do we want to do, how do you feel about paying rents? Should the woman pay half? Are you guys roommates? How do you feel about that?
I don't feel right about letting my woman pay half, respectfully. But there's other things that she can contribute to. There's other things that she can do. It doesn't have to be necessarily paying the bills. It could be putting towards, retirement fund. It could be putting towards the child's fund for college or something. It doesn't necessarily have to be the bills. I feel like the man should take care of the bills in the house.
So Nace, we have you on camera. We have you on camera saying if it works out and y'all live together, she don't have to put nothing on the rent. I just want to be very clear.
I pay all the bills now, so why would I don't see why that should change.
Okay. He's standing by his word.
Respectfully.
Okay, soulmate number 1, same question.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say that it's equal, because that's how I was raised. At the end of the day, when you get married, it's equal partnership. So y'all got to share each other's credit, bank account, all that. So I say it's equal.
Okay. Soulmate number 3.
Hold up. I want to ask Kendra what you think about that. Kendra, what you think about that?
Here's the deal. I'm not really mad at it. I'm not mad at really either answer, because it depends on the guy's financial status, right?
That's right.
So if he has it and he can pay all the rent, then so be it. But I do believe, couples is a partnership, right? So maybe I want to live a certain place. And if you are a working woman and you have income, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a woman contributing to it. So I wasn't really mad at that answer.
Oh yeah, I just want to get feedback.
What do you think, Claudia? Claudia, what do you think? Should a guy pay all the bills?
I go both ways because wait, pause. I mean, I've been in both. Actually, I've not been in both situations. I've always been pretty much like I get it, or we share whatever. I haven't really had the situation where I've been taken care of, and I kind of want to know, I want to see what that feels like to not pay any bills. So
it's not bad.
I'm just wondering. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Soulmate number 3, same question.
Yeah, I'm into the balance. So yeah. And you know what? If she didn't have it, I would do it, but I expect some sort of, contribute on her behalf. Because like I've been in situations where, I was doing everything in the relationship. And like when it ended, it was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like I did all this and you didn't do anything. And it's like, and then you did me dirty too on it. So I'm just more about like everybody, if it's a partnership, then we should build together. And that's how we make most things happen. Because look, you can feel more like a queen at that point because you have a say-so and I have a say-so.
Oh, I think Nace wants to respond to that. Soulmate number 2.
Yeah, I mean, nah, definitely. So like in terms of like being in a relationship, like splitting things, like I feel like as a man, like it doesn't feel right. Like if I'm letting her like split the bills 50-50, and I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like what I do for a living, it's like it's a relationship based job. So I'm very good at like reading people. So it's also about picking the right person that you're dealing with as well. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's a investment that you're making, not only in yourself, but in your future. And
what do you do? What's your job? What's your job?
I do multiple things, but for my day job, I would say I do pharmaceutical sales.
Oh, you the plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the COVID shot. You got the COVID shot hookup.
I got a little something for you.
We need the shot.
I interrupted Clinton before he wanted to jump in and say something about the whole thing being equal. Did you want to say something else, Clinton?
Oh, that was like at the beginning when she was talking about it depends on the financial situation, I guess, the male. I've been on my own since I was like 19, 20. I've been able to take care of myself and I still feel the same way. So that's why I was trying to, put my little input in there. And I feel like spoiling each other feels better. Like her buying you some, you buying her some type stuff instead of you doing it all. Like what he said, how he put all his efforts in, all his money into that relationship and it ended, he was left with nothing. So I feel that could go with both ways, even if the male's taking care of the female's taking care of the male, which hopefully, we don't see that or a lot of that or any of that at all. But I'm just saying it should go both ways as far as that as well. So sorry. That's all I wanted to say.
Nah, this is good. It's a conversation, y'all.
Yeah.
I hope none of y'all are nervous. Don't be nervous.
I am.
Have fun.
I'm sweating over there. What's going on, Nas?
Who's nervous? Are y'all nervous?
Window over here. I don't want to move though. It's hot.
Go ahead and walk to the window. Go ahead and open the window.
Go
ahead. I want to see something real quick.
We can watch.
A question. I'm not sure if this is the time though. Is it?
It's always the time. Go ahead.
Okay. So look, we know Britney has any kids. Can you guys answer that question? Do any of you have any kids?
No kids.
I do.
No kids.
Okay, so soulmate number 3, you do have a child.
I do.
Can we ask how old your child is?
13 and 3.
Okay, 13 and 3. Okay. Do you want more kids?
Of course.
Okay, you want more kids. And soulmate number, I think it's 1 and 2. You guys don't have kids. Do you guys want kids?
I for sure do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So let's ask Britney, how do you feel about the guy so far?
So far, so good. They seem pretty decent.
They're very chill.
Very chill.
I'm
not seeing their personality come out yet. Everybody for the camera.
We're gonna help out. Let's throw the questions away real quick, okay? Let's just talk. Let's act like there's no cameras on. Remember back in school, we all sit around. It's battle of the sexes. We got 3 girls here and 3 guys. Let's just talk that shit. We're gonna random this talk. Okay.
Hey, what's happening?
Let's do this. Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Number 3. How do you feel about women with weaves? Are you pro or a con? Because we need to ask you some questions that apply to real life.
Yeah.
I'm all good with that. I don't have no problems with that. You know what I mean? It's what it is, as long as she take care of herself and it ain't looking crazy, right? Sounds good.
Okay. Nace, why you break up with your last relationship? What happened? Your last relationship, did you cheat or did she cheat?
It's funny. That's a good question. She actually stepped out. It's probably about 3 years ago was my last relationship. And at the time, I was at a different job. I was a manager of enterprise at Newark Airport. And at the time, I just got promoted. So I was helping the district manager get his promotion as regional manager. So I was pretty much working 12, 13 hours a day. So instead of her communicating with me that, we're not spending enough time together, can we do more things together? You're working a lot, she ended up stepping out and getting caught.
Did she smash the homie, or was it a stranger that you didn't know?
Oh, stranger. And it's so funny how she got caught. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So we was out in Atlantic City one day, and she gave me her phone to look for a room number through her best friend. Her best friend text message. So I'm scrolling for the room number.
Oh, mistake number one.
Yeah, so I'm scrolling, right? I'm looking for a room number. I'm scrolling. You know how when you scroll the iPhone and it stops, then you scroll again. So I
You was looking through her phone. Keep it.
No,
keep
I wasn't.
You was being nosy.
If you gonna look for something, you gonna find. Ain't that what fellas say?
No, but she was right next to me. So when she was drinking, so she's like, help me look for her. So all right, boom. So I'm in the one thread, and I click and it kick back, and I saw a small dick, little dick. I'm like, what?
Woo!
So I click into it because I know she was talking about me. So
wait. Oh, you saw small and you looked?
No. I saw the word small.
The
dick.
words. Oh, okay.
I saw the word small dick.
For that question.
Let's say small D.
So
Let's say small D.
I said, wait a minute. I said, what's going on here? And then it was she was talking about how he had a small, all this and that. So it was crazy how the whole broke up happened, but it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny.
Damn, she cheated on you with someone with a small one too?
Yeah, that's how it happens sometimes.
She took a L, 2 L's.
Oh, big L. It's all good though. I'm
Clint,
good. I ain't
literally an L.
Clint, before we go to break, are there any exes that you haven't all the way gotten over?
No.
I would say one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I feel like
You said what?
No.
Wait. You said that I haven't got over, right?
Yeah.
like you still got love for her. You would get back with her if she wanted to get back with you. That's a real question. It's okay. Listen, everybody got one that got away. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But that's not gonna happen. But I mean,
okay, why'd you lose her? Did you mess up?
nah, it was just how it, she got work. She got a little job over there in Thailand, so the communication wasn't good. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
don't harm me. I'm good. What you talking about?
You know what, fellas?
Good. Don't harm me.
Fellas, I know it's hard to show vulnerability because we may joke around and be, but really it actually makes you look doper. When you can answer questions like that. And I know we just have a little fun with y'all, but I asked y'all all 3 questions that are kind of, can go either way. And y'all answered the questions. And I really appreciate it because we spend a lot of time fronting, right? But to act like things don't bother us, especially as Black men in America, y'all don't really have a lot of spaces where you could just say, yes, I'm still hurt about this, or no. And when you do that, trust me, we notice, and it says a lot about you, all 3 of you. So please don't feel any kind of way about that. We're going to take a quick break, and I appreciate y'all more, actually. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more with these soulmates when we return. Welcome back to Out Loud. We have our Quarantine Connection Spring Bling Edition, and we're asking some kind of in-depth questions before we went to break, and the fellas were really good about answering those questions and kind of letting the guard down a little bit. So we appreciate that. I'm joined by radio personality Kendra G, and we're trying to find love for Miss Beautiful Britney with these fine specimens here. So what do you think about the men so far?
The men so far are great. It's hard to really try to get to know their personalities. Just a little bit, I'm understanding a little bit, just getting a little bit, just a little understanding, a little bit.
Okay, well, I guess we're ready for our next round of questions. So
I got a question for these guys.
Yes.
Okay, I want to talk about sex. Let's just go into it. Now, all y'all fine. All of y'all are fine. So I want to know, do you have to be in a relationship to have sex? Or do you believe in having sex without being in a committed relationship? So we'll start with Nash. You can answer that question first.
Yeah, he stuck his tongue out. Might as well answer that question first.
Okay, so do I believe in having sex before being in a committed relationship?
I mean, yeah. Do you feel like you have to be in a relationship to have sex, or can you be in a dating situation and be sexually active?
You can be in a dating situation and be sexually active, but the communication has to be there. Like as we were speaking about earlier, communication is everything. And I feel like that's what majority of relationships are based off of. And if you're dealing with somebody on that level, then the communication has to be there 100%.
Okay.
He's giving it up. He's half naked right now.
I know. Chest all out.
That's all out. Okay.
Ow.
What do you think about sex? Now, do you got to be in a relationship, or would you date and have sex?
I would date and have sex.
You would. Okay.
Correct.
And I guess, Jace, you are the last person to answer that question.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So date and have sex?
Yeah.
See, I feel like that's the problem. And I feel like, let me tell you why, because sex is the one thing, like, let's say if I'm dating you and we never have sex and you're dating other women, I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We're not intimate. But what happens is I feel like sex is the one thing that creates a relationship, right? It's not the friendship no more. Now we're crossing the line. And I feel like when men can get sex without a relationship, what's the reason for them to commit? So I feel like if a woman knows she wants to be in a committed relationship, she should be clear. If she really likes the guy, now if you want to get out here and get your feel on because you got needs to, so be it. But if you are clear that you want to be in a relationship, I definitely say you make that clear before you get intimate. You might get feelings, and he gonna be like, "But you wasn't my girlfriend.
Yes.
We wasn't in a relationship." And you gotta own up to that. You have to own up to that. So don't give it up if you know you want a relationship, and if you do give it up, be a big girl and deal with the consequences.
I beg to differ on that one because
ain't nobody waiting.
There's some guys that tell you. There's some guys that tell you what you want to hear just to get that. And I'm not that guy. I'm not going to tell you that. I don't care what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what it is. You know, respectfully, I will never tell a woman what she wants to hear to get inside her pants. It's not worth that much to me. I value myself 100% more than that. And I'll tell you what it is and how it is. And at the end of the day, I feel like if a man stands on his two like that, then there should be no issues.
I think it is tough because I think sex means two different things to men and women. And I have a lot of real conversations with my guy friends and with my man about how we think it is and how it really is to men. And women, talk to your male friends about it because we're getting bad advice from our homegirls sometimes. I'm just going to tell you what we think it is sometimes is not what they think it is. And women do think we can change a man, and it's never happened in history. Well, it's very few times has it happened. Let me just say that.
But listen, what if you do all of that and the sex is no good? Because a lot of the relationship has to do with sex, right? If we talk about that, so if we waiting for a commitment and then we having sex and we don't like it, now we stuck in a commitment and now we got a problem.
Well, first of all, you're never stuck in anything because you go
respectfully, brother, you know what? You never be stuck in anything you don't want to be stuck in.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, let me respond to that though. I mean, I feel like if you really like the girl, and like Claudia said, sex is different. So sex is even different than some girls. There's some girls who have sex like men who like, hey, I didn't want to be in a relationship. I just wanted to get some. That's fair too. I'm talking for the ones that want to be in committed relationships because I do believe, I don't want to use the word power, but I feel like the woman has the most power before she has sex. Then when she has sex with the guy, and let's say, like you said, it ain't good, right? So you don't want to be with her no more. And that's fair. But now she feels like, dag, I slept with him. I gave him myself and he don't want me no more. Like she's gonna feel a certain way. And if it's
what if she don't like the sex?
Okay, but listen, but that's why if you have a base, if you have a base, why can't y'all communicate what y'all like and try to figure it out? Like, is it workable? Like, if you're like, you know what, this is what I like, babe. She's like, this is what I like. And if y'all got that, if everything else is great, and this is somebody you vibing with, you can see what you be with long term, then why not have a real talk conversation and figure out, can it be fixed?
Because that really
we would buy cars without test drive.
That don't happen. That would never happen.
Exactly. We're not doing that. Respectfully.
Clint, let's get let's get Clint. Let's bring Clint in on this. Let's hear from Clint. How do you feel about the importance? I think it's unrealistic to wait nowadays because no one's waiting.
No
But
one's
I'm not
And
gonna.
it's got situationships and no relationship.
Exactly,
I'm
but
not
in
gonna
a
lie and say that I haven't waited though. But waiting is not gonna keep me around. So I give you a specific instance. Like this girl made me wait like 2 months before we like engaged in any physical intercourse. And once we engaged, we were like together. But we were only together for like a whole of like 2 weeks, and I broke it off for her because I was able to realize things about her and learn things about her because, like I said, I cared about this girl. So I was paying attention to how she moved, the things she said. And she was like, she would say things and lie and not realize that she's lying to me. And then I'm paying attention to what she's saying. So just because you make me wait doesn't mean I'm keeping you around, because if you mess up, you're still gone.
I think the waiting period is to figure out those things like you didn't like about her. You know what I mean? And I think that's the only. I don't think you should wait to play a game. I think you should wait to just to get to know each other in that time.
I didn't know her. The thing is, I didn't find these things out until we slept together. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How was that? When you slept with her, that's when you woke up and started finding out stuff?
Clint, let's hear from Clint. We haven't heard from Clint before we go to break.
I guess I'm the same as him because you can have sex, the first night we've been talking, we can have sex the first night or 2 weeks later, it's still gonna be the same. Like if we vibing, it don't matter. I'm not gonna judge you off of that. Like it just matters how we vibe and communicating and all that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Brittany, we kind of took over your segment, so let's get you to ask some questions before we go to elimination.
I'm listening to everything. It's so funny. I'm getting text messages and everybody's saying the middle one is for you. I'm sitting here cracking up. Oh. One thing we forgot to ask is soulmate number 3 about your last relationship. We never asked you about your last relationship. What happened?
So I was dealing with somebody that she was a single mom, and her baby daddy was in the streets, and he cheated on her. He had an outside kid on her, and I took it upon myself to show her what a real man is. Right? I had a truck driving job, all of that. I do construction, and I was taking care of her and the child, and her baby daddy was writing letters from jail. And I was noticing that when he wrote the letters, because she would give me the letters to try to prove to me that, nothing's going on. So when I read the letters, he would put like symbols over the eyes, like heart symbols. And that let me see that, this dude's trying to get back in. You know what I'm saying? And because he have history with her and they have a child, she might let him back in if, he speak the right things to her and keep telling her, oh, I changed, I did this. That's going to weigh heavy on her heart and pull on her heartstrings, and she going to go back to this dude. Yeah. To fast forward and to make the long story short, it was near the time that he was coming out of jail. Like 2 years later, he was coming out of jail. She had stopped giving me the letters, and he ultimately came back into the situation, and I seen what it was. But I seen the flags earlier.
Yeah, red flag.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing that. Well, you know what? I think you made the right choice. So speaking of choices, Brittany, it's time for you to make a choice. You got to eliminate one man, 2 men go forward. And then we're going to take a quick break and continue the the game of quarantine.
Interrogation.
Let's not make it negative. What 2 men, what 2 soulmates are going forward to the next round?
Number 2 and number 3.
2 and 3. Okay. All right. Okay, fellas. Thank you so much to soulmate number 1.
Thank you so much, Clinton. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks for taking time out.
Clinton, there's a lot of people in the chat that's checking for you right now. So check your DMs because they're probably really lit. Thank you so much, Clinton. We're going to take a quick break.
Of course.
And we'll be back with more with the rest of Quarantine Connection. All right. Well, they are still in the running to be America's next top soulmates. Okay, we have some more questions. Britney, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, soulmates. 1 and 2. Never have I ever struggled with being in a committed relationship.
Hell yeah, they struggle. They men.
They're struggling. They're struggling to answer the question. Have you ever struggled to be in a committed relationship?
I know. I said it. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, no.
Say no?
No.
How long were you in a committed relationship for? Your longest one?
9 years.
9 years, no cheating.
Still cheating.
I said no cheating. No cheating.
No cheating. No cheating.
Okay, 9 years. That's a long commitment.
I'm a loyal dude.
Okay.
A long time. I don't know if I believe that.
I ain't Derek Jackson.
Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Britney?
He said, I'm not Derek Jackson. That made me laugh. Hold on. Okay, soulmates. 1 or 2. Never have I ever slept with someone who was in a relationship or married.
Y'all taking a long time.
Okay,
a long time.
Slept with a married woman before, or a girl that was in a relationship, Nate?
I have.
You have? Which one?
I have when I was younger.
A relationship or a married woman?
A relationship.
Okay. And Jason?
Yeah, I have.
You have.
Is she married?
One?
Yeah, but she was unhappy.
Of course, that's what we always say.
I mean,
Jason.
Everybody that cheats lies and says how unhappy they are at home, but they don't want to leave. That's
She probably
game.
was unhappy. That's real. She probably was unhappy.
No, she saw his Instagram pictures with the shirt off, all oiled down, and she says,
"Those muscles." That's what she's seeing.
I was lied to. Don't worry.
Oh.
Okay.
So another one. Soulmates 1 and 2. Never have I ever lied to my significant other.
Of course.
That one was like a.
Yeah, I think
everybody's lied before.
Everybody's lied before. Everybody's lied before.
Okay, one more. Soulmates 1 and 2. Never have I ever been involved in or interested in an open relationship.
I never.
No.
You want no open relationship?
I ain't never had one, never wanted to be in one.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Okay, so the last one. Soulmates 1 and 2. Never have I ever slept with someone who was in a relationship.
You asked that already.
We asked that?
Right?
Yeah.
I said I already said I did.
Okay, so then that's it. Oh wait, I got one more.
Okay.
Never have I ever struggled with being in a committed relationship.
You asked that already.
We asked that one too.
So we're all finished with all those questions. Never have I.
I'm gonna say this, Kendra. Before we go to break, you think they tell the truth?
Well, he said he slept with a married woman, so damn. I mean, he ain't lying about that. But I'm with you, Claudia. I want to believe he's been committed to someone for 9 years, but I don't know, Jason, if I believe that. But I'm gonna take your word for it.
Damn, you see what Derek Jackson did out here, everybody? You got y'all second guessing everybody. It's crazy.
You're right.
They said we gotta watch you guys. We can't trust.
That's crazy.
It's still some good people out here, man.
Yeah.
Don't let it change your brain.
9 years though. Wow. We just don't hear that much. Like 9 years faithful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason, what's your relationship? Because you did say you have children. Is it the same woman?
Who?
You said you have 2 kids, right? Is it the same woman?
No.
Okay, what's the relationship with your children's moms? Because any woman that dates you, she wants to make sure she's not dealing with drama.
Yeah, me and my son's mom are very cool. She's been married. She has 2 other children. Her children always talk to me on the phone. It's cool. That situation is cool. My daughter's mom, we're cool too. But that situation was a situation that happened kind of irresponsibly. So I'm just in a situation where I had to take care of my responsibility.
Okay. I get it. We get it. We get it. Hey, one of them nights.
Nah, it wasn't like a one night stand type of thing. It was,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't ready to do that, but it happened.
Got it.
So it was like, all right, let's do it.
Okay, and you stepped up.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Good. All right. You know what? You're gonna make us believe in good men in love, Jason. By the end of the show, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with the last part of Quarantine Connection right here on FOXSOUL. We'll be back. Welcome back to Out Loud on FOXSOUL. And then there were two soulmates left trying to win the heart of our girl Britney. Myself, Kendra G, the hating ass homegirls on the sidelines. No, we're not. We're just having a little fun here tonight. So, Britney, one last round of questions before you make your decision. Are you ready?
I am ready. Okay, so soulmate number one. Have you ever had your heart broken? If so, what happened? How did you deal with it, and how did you heal from it?
I would say, yeah, I definitely have had my heart broken in the past. Kind of like I explained a little bit earlier. It just made it a little bit easier to get over the heartbreak because of how the situation happened. So I feel like I was lucky in that situation where I got my heart broken, but it happened in kind of like in a humorous way. So it kind of made it a little bit easier in the moment for me to get over the situation. But it did take me like a couple of weeks to kind of like finally get over it.
Okay. Soulmate number two, same question.
Yeah, so for me, with the girl with the baby, because I had I had built a strong connection with the little girl, you know, it ultimately definitely hurt me at the end because, you know, you choosing a guy that was, you know, in and out of jail, like what's he gonna do for you? So, you know, and I was mad at myself, like, why I shouldn't be with somebody that would want to be with a man that's in and out of jail. Like, he's not gonna do nothing for you. So if you can't see that, I'm bugging for even being with you. But that situation kind of affected me. But that was like 4 years ago, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. So soulmate number one, how do you deal with rejection in a relationship?
Be a little bit more detailed than that. Like, what do you mean? What kind of rejection?
Him and his be more detailed. Like, it's hilarious. It has to be that rule. Yeah. Okay. So, how do you deal with rejection? So basically, if in a relationship and she's basically saying, let's see how
she says no. If she says no to you, or you can't get your way, or she
about what?
You know what? We only have 3 minutes left. Goddamn it! We trying to get to some love here. You know what rejection?
Like I said, with me, it's all about communication. So I'm asking you questions. I ask good questions. So I need you to be able to answer them.
You don't know what rejection means.
But rejection about I need more details in that. I'm gonna ask you questions. If you reject me, I'm gonna ask you why.
Okay, the girl wants to, like, you like a girl, but she doesn't like you back. How do you deal with that rejection?
Keep it pushing. I'm not gonna press myself on somebody that has no interest in me.
Okay, soulmate number two, same question.
Yo, y'all are funny.
Not just
I need a drink. I need a drink with him.
So soulmate number two, same question.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I know that, I understand that everybody doesn't like everything and everything isn't for everybody. So it doesn't, you know, I could take any type of rejection that comes my way.
Hey, listen, we only have 2 minutes left. Kendra, real quick, if you can ask, any advice real quick before she picks?
Oh God. Oh God. Advice. I say pick the one that you think you can really have an easy, good time with. And that you can have a friendship with. There's not a communication problem when you ask a simple question.
How simple is this question?
Oh my God, this guy. Okay, Britney, before you make a decision, you have the option of either going on a Zoom date with one of our soulmates, or if you aren't feeling either one of them, you can continue to celebrate being happily single What is your decision? What is it? Who's it gonna be?
Okay, so I think both of them are really great guys. I like the fact that number two, you know, he seems like he answers the questions very well. He's goal-oriented, he has kids, he takes care of his kids, he's great. Nas, number one, he seems like he has a good personality. You can have fun with him. He was drinking a lot tonight.
30 seconds.
Okay, one I would go with, I'll just say I will go with Nas.
Okay.
I'm all about having fun and about personality. Number two, he's real laid back, chill. I like that as well, but I'm more like, let's go. What are we doing? So
turn it up.
Okay. Well, listen, Jason, you're gonna get a ton of DMs as well because
Jason is fine. Jason is fine as hell. Okay.
Yeah, you do look good. You do look good. No disrespect to my dude. I'm just saying, professionally speaking. So thank you so much. Check your DMs. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Kendra G, Brittany.
Thank you guys.
Nace, all of you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll hook it up and we'll see what happens. You gotta let us know what happens. And Nace, know when you're ahead. You almost blew it. Stay tuned for FOXSOUL screening room.
Specific, like
Our girl Vivica Fox in the screening room is all coming up next. We'll see you back here next time.